My teacher, your teacher, Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the only heaven for man is found in a woman. Now you want to go to heaven, and you don't even have to die. You just got to find you a woman.
They don't listen to men, you know what I mean? They don't respect men. They don't hold men in high esteem. You know, even, the preacher used to preach, the Bible says, that's what he said. The Bible says, women, submit to your men. Man, you tell a woman to submit now, I don't care if Jesus said it.
Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
I'm old enough to tell you, women didn't act the way they act today. A lot of women act different. A lot of women are today is more like, independent minded. You know what I mean? They don't listen to men. You know what I mean? They don't respect men. They don't hold men in high esteem. Even, the preacher used to preach, the Bible says, that's what he said. The Bible says, women, submit to your men. Man, you tell a woman to submit now, I don't care if Jesus said it. They trying to hear that. They not, Jesus do, that's in the Bible, but they don't believe in that.
No, but I am turning over, a new leaf. And I'm stingy with a cootie cat. I'm not a freak anymore.
See, she wants to be able to wild out all in her 20s. And then she wants to be able to put that behind her. And she wants to be able to go into her 30s as a new woman.
It's a hell of a hard pill to swallow. But it's like they're the driver that gets better with more experience. And we're the car that just gets run down the more we are around. And just a disclaimer, because I know I don't look my age, I'm already 38 years old, so I'm already right at the doorstep of that older woman group.
People don't want help. They want attention. And that thing has been on me because I'm like, no, you don't want help. You want the attention that brokenness gets you.
And the beta male will allow her to do.
Well, everybody got a pass.
Okay, I ain't worried about everybody. I'm worried about the broad that want to be with me.
Everybody got a pass.
You're right. Your past is your past, but here's the thing. You can't outrun it. This is what she used to do.
But I love my body. I do what I want to with my body. When I want to with my body. With who I want to with my body. Because it's who? My body.
You got to govern yourself, man. And you got to make sure that you don't ever accept anything that a woman says to you as fact just because she says it. I'm telling you, man, a real man don't care nothing about what a woman want, man. That's why you can't be around here, man, jumping through hoops, man, and with jump through flame of hoop with gasoline draws on, man, for these bras, man. You have to leave yourself open to your desires, to the things that you want in life. And the only way you can do that is if you don't open yourself up to what a woman wants in life, man. You can't open yourself up to what a woman wants. You got to think about it, man. There is something wrong with a woman who sleeps with a bunch of men. There's something wrong with it.
Why should you cover this and this? Because you don't want to attract some low-minded, dog-minded man to you. You are made to believe that only if you pull off your clothes will a man become interested in you. No. When you pull off your clothes, the man becomes interested not in you, but in your adornments. And when he gets tired of your adornment, he'll find somebody else's. But you are not this. You are not this. The sacredness of you is this, womb, and this. Nobody mess with your mind, and don't let nobody play around your womb.
Don't let nobody mess with your mind, and don't let nobody play around your womb. Well, too late for that. See, when you say these things today, you're considered toxic. Because we live in an environment where a lot of women want to be able to just show whatever they want to show. They feel like it's up to the man to resist the urge to be, but that's not the world. Wickedness and evil is in the world. You got to be smart, woman. Be smart enough to know that you got to cover yourself up. Be smart enough to know that there are people out there, there are perpetrators out there. There are people out there who are looking to make someone out of an example, to take advantage of someone. You mean tell me that you're going to sit and say, well, it's his fault for doing it? No, you got to be proactive. Knowing that the world is as bad as it is, knowing that people are as evil and wicked as they are, you still going to go out there and dangle yourself like bait? It doesn't make sense, man. But that's the same thing with Cardi B. You think about a woman who makes a song called WAP. Think about that song, man. She say, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Well, guess what? Same damn way you lost that ring. Because you don't cook, you don't clean, and that WAP ain't gonna hold a man. It just ain't gonna hold him.
Yo, there's this girl that this brung around. She a little thick, brown skin bitch. Yo, she kept flirting with me. Like, don't fucking flirt with me, bitch. I would dare fucking eat your pussy. Like, don't fucking play with me.
We live in a society that automatically believes anything a woman says. She can make it up on the way to the police station. She can make it up while she's sitting there waiting for an officer to come talk to her. And for some strange reason in this society, it's automatically deemed true. But if a woman is willing to do the things that she's accused of by her former photographer, what makes us think she won't lie on a man? This man says that the woman forced him to watch. He was uncomfortable. He didn't want to see it. And it was a very uncomfortable situation. Turned around and started to treat him badly. Gave him a pay cut. Now you may say, why didn't he leave? Because once he got the gig, he left his full-time job to do that full-time. So when she asked him, did he see what went on? He said, yes. You know what she told him? Don't ever talk about what you saw. Well, guess what? He's talking about it now. And this calls into question this ideology that anytime a woman says something took place, it's automatically true. I'm not saying it's true or false. I don't know. I wasn't there. You know, there's only 3 people who really know what happened. Tory, one of them is in prison. Meghan, she's out here forcing photographers to watch her be intimate with other women, allegedly. And her friend, who's gone undercover and so obsolete, I didn't even take time to look up her name. It's not even relevant. But I want y'all to understand something. As a man, you have to be careful what type of woman you deal with. Now, when you think about this, Tory had no business dealing with a woman like Meghan. When you listen to her music, bro, I would never deal with a woman who rapped like that, even if she was attractive. I just wouldn't deal with her. Because attractiveness is more than physicality. And it's high time for you men to start to understand that. Tory Lanez is in the situation he was in because he overlooked all of the red flags. He overlooked all of the negative energy. He overlooked all of the whole tendencies. He overlooked everything and decided that he was going to be around that woman because obviously she looked good to him. She's not the worst looking woman around, but I don't put her in the dime piece category, not even close to it. But that's just my opinion. My opinion, I mean, who cares? That's just my opinion. But when it comes to her attitude, when it comes to her energy, oh, it's all bad. All bad. Now, I just want to wait and see how she's going to respond to this because these are some damning allegations. So the guy's name is Emilio Garcia, and he's accusing her of creating a hostile and unbearable work environment during his 5-year tenure as her photographer. So in 2018, he took the gig, quit his job a year later, and decided that he was going to be her full-time photographer, which I'm quite sure was a great paying gig, and he was able to travel to some places he otherwise wouldn't have gone. But they took a trip to Ibiza, Spain, and this is where it happened. So after a night out, there was him, Meghan, and 2 or 3 other women. They were in an SUV, and her and one of the women, they decided they were going to get it in right in front of it while the vehicle was moving. Now, he quote unquote says he was trapped in the vehicle and he was embarrassed, mortified, and offended throughout the whole ordeal. And that's what's in the lawsuit, according to the lawsuit. Now, the next day, he says that she approached him and asked him, "Did you see what happened?" He said, "Yeah, I saw it." She said, "Don't ever discuss what you saw." And then she started to fat shame him and hurl all type of insults and telling him to spit his food out he don't need to be eating. Well, here's the thing. Why would she berate this man when she willingly and knowingly had this tryst in front of him? But the reality is this, man. When you put yourself in a situation where you are around a woman like this, who has this holier than thou, but more wicked than thou, but more powerful than thou, and then in Tory Lanez case, "Oh my God, I'm a victim," weaker than thou. It's all volatility. It's confusion and delusion. So now here's a man who's saying that the woman has forced him to do this or forced him to do that, or, then she's threatening him, then she's calling him names, then she's doing all of these things. Now, what if he wasn't such a pushover? What if he was a real man? How many insults is a real man supposed to take from anyone? That is why, as a man, you must avoid these types of women. They don't have the proper energy for you to be letting them into your life. Meghan is not a woman that any man should be willing to let into his life in any meaningful position. So Tory Lanez shouldn't have been in that situation with this woman. He shouldn't have been in a situation where he let the woman get him riled up that way. Certainly shouldn't have been in a situation where the woman gets so disrespectful that you can't contain your anger, according to her. Or in a situation where one will lie on you about something like that, according to Tory. She says he did. He says he didn't. The reality of the scenario is this, brothers, and I want y'all to understand and keep this in mind. If you don't guard your environment, and your environment, I mean your personal space, your personal interaction with yourself, if you don't guard that and protect that from interference from lowly people, because I don't care how famous she is, I don't care how popular she is, I don't care how wealthy she may be, I don't care that she controls her masters and I don't care about any of that. What I see when I look at Megan Thee Stallion is a very low vibrational woman, and it comes out in her music. Anytime you're saying the most incendiary things you could ever say, that's exactly what you're doing. And the bottom line is, if that's the way you're going to live your life, then you live your life that way. But also keep in mind that what you do in the darkness will be brought to light. And if it pans out that this lawsuit is authentic and it has merit, I think the Tory Lanez case should be revisited. Because the angel that they painted the picture of as the victim, Meghan Thee Stallion, does not have a halo over its head. Could be horns instead. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. Subscribe for more videos. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.